What's up, YouTube? Yeah, I'm back on live. Well, I've been streaming a lot more. I'm trying to get this thing dialed in. It seems like it streams really well now. I mean, I was, yeah, the stream quality is significantly better, and in every aspect, I'm really impressed. It's like motion picture quality and sound, everything, high definition. Uh, and then the connection, so I can just stream, and then you can communicate on the other side. And yeah, I got audio on you on the other side continually, and a chat room feed, so we can do the chat room and the audio. And as long as as long as it's not too congested. If it gets too congested, then I'll probably have to cut off one of these aspects of YouTube video. Uh, well, the production I was doing on my Canon earlier was, yeah, I got some good shots with the Canon, and I'm gonna get out again in a little while. I'm just taking a break right now and stream a bit. Well, it's nice to have everybody here. Uh, I've I'm definitely coming up with this whole vibe. Yeah, I've got to get two or three points dialed in, like my production, as far as my intros and how I want to exit, and the intros and the exits, and the lighting. I always want to make sure I got the proper lighting. I'm seeing that the lighting is another deal, because I can create the effects I want with the lighting that I like, and it's like the ultimate creativity that way, sort of, with the variable lighting. Top 20 country. Top 20 country. CMA. Well, I'm going to lay down some tracks later. I'll probably lay down the ones I came up with today, and then some of the ones I've been working with, and mix some stuff, editing and mixing. Yeah, the chance of it getting all posted tonight, about 50-50, because I really wanted to get on it, and so if I can get it mixed down, recorded, mixed down, and posted all in one night. See, I'm trying to work on streamlining everything to where I can do like a day or 2 or 3 days worth of work in like 2 or 3 hours. Yeah, streamline it all. That way it's up and running, and I don't have to deal with it next. Just keep clicking through the whole deal, because once you start clicking, you can't stop. Yeah. Well, I only got so many clicks, right? That's it. Only so many clicks. Oh, I changed my proximity to where I was again. I just moved down the street to the other place. The Wi-Fi there wasn't that good, so I didn't really. Yeah, the Wi-Fi wasn't that good. It was sort of spotty. No, I haven't. I really haven't been using Wi-Fi much anyway. I try to use cellular. cellular is more dependable these days if you get a good cellular connection, and you can high speed with certain connections. And I've been trying to get into being a little bit more computer independent, which is not being dependent upon somebody's Wi-Fi all the time, because that's kind of like terrible. So the cellular seems to work the best. Well, they got cell towers everywhere now, and I haven't had a single drop off. I haven't had any kind of problems with the provider that I'm with. Not a single problem whatsoever. And the quality is exceptional. The no lag, no throttling back or none of that crap. It's all just crystal clear, high speed all the time. And well, I got it tethered into a computers, and then I run multiple tethers, multiple computers, and then I've been using Bluetooth a lot. So I got Bluetooth, everything's Bluetooth capable, and then and then the audio is separate too. I got different audio that I use. Well, there's a tripod for that camera, but the camera's not anywhere. I mean, this camera's as good as that camera, or better. And so I just use this camera here. But in the future, like when I'm doing more outside stuff, I'll set that up, and it's got the all-weather capability, so I can have it running in any kind of weather. And that's a plus. It's even underwater. So if I want to do some underwater camera work, I can utilize that. Well, I left it out on record mode, and it recorded nonstop for 3 days. So it was 3-day nonstop on the battery. And then I use a maximum digital card on it. That way I can store all that information. So it's like a security camera. I can use it as a security camera. Yeah, I don't have to run security where I'm at right now because of the dog. The dog is my security, but if I'm in a motel room or something, I want to have security for something I can, or whatever. So I don't know how much longer I'm going to stream. I've got I got some food here I should be eating, and not really that hungry. Not really that hungry, but I gotta eat. I've been Puff Daddy all day long. Yeah, not really. Not into consuming anything but the elements, and I utilize a little bit of fire. Fire and the elements always works good. Hey, let me know if the audio quality on the microphone is any good, because it seems like the audio quality of the microphone could be adjusted a little bit better with either the proximity approach or just running an external microphone itself. Oh, that's right. There's a microphone in this audio that I'm running with the headset. Right. So I just work both external and internal microphones. Well, I took some still photographs earlier, and they should come out well. I'm going to mix the still photographs into video and part of the intro. So the intro will be all still photographs, and then maybe my custom music, today's music possibly, or something I've already done. But I'm really into laying down some tracks tonight. I've been slipping off a little bit. Well, I've been 2 years without really just putting my nose to the grindstone at anything, and that's time to really make up for those 2 years. The New Year's coming. I want to be on my game when the New Year's hits, and then this next year is going to be really awesome. I can feel it coming. This next year is, just what I always wanted. Actually, I've been waiting my whole lifetime for this coming year, and it's about time. It's about time. I deserve it. That first half of my life has been lots of struggle, but this next half of my life is just the opposite. Like, yeah, mastery and a lot of love, a lot of support, everything I ever wanted, really. Yeah, money is nothing really when you get to this level. It's like I had a epiphany. Just going home, but the home is here, but more here. It's always here, but it's more here. Well, I'd like to this summer. I'm thinking. I'm thinking I can make up for those 2 years again. This summer it's going to be really nice. So for me, I hopefully won't have a bunch of fires and I can breathe. But I want to be able to be on the mountain and up on the lakes and things this summer more. And I'm not going to be up there every single day probably, but I'll come up 2 or 3 times a week, and maybe go up to McBride Springs or somewhere close, Lake Siskiyou. That's one thing about Mount Shasta is you can stay close to town or you can go far out. Sometimes I go far out, you know that. I know I live far out a lot. Far out, man, far out. So where you all going to be in the next 10 or 20 years? Well, hopefully not in hell, right? No, Mount Shasta is where heaven meets the earth. You ever heard that? We got good drinking water here. It bubbles right out of the earth. Well, I was watching this video the other day about how to make moonshine, and it starts with pure water. If you want to have the best moonshine, you have to have the best water. That's what the old timer said. He said, if you're going to make shine, then you better go up in the damn old hills there and find the best water. Then your shine is going to be the real shine. Well, on YouTube, you can watch a video about this guy. His name is Popcorn Popcorn the Moonshiner. And yeah, he's a legend. I think he passed on already, but he's one of the last people who actually knew how to make moonshine the real way. I mean, he had the system down. He could produce a gallon of whiskey every 5 minutes with his still. A gallon of the best shine every 5 minutes. That's a lot of booze, huh? So if he can produce shine like that, I can produce music like that. See? If he can produce shine like that, I got a lot less hard work to do, and I can make music like that. Well, he probably only lived to be 80. But I'm gonna live past 80. I'm gonna live past 80. I'm gonna go beyond 80. I ain't stopping this train, man, till the man upstairs wants me to stop. So I'm gonna go on and on like a Duracell battery. I'm gonna keep on going and going and going and going and going. Well, nothing ever dies anyway, right? Well, the truth hurts when you get here. It's all that's left of me after she broke my heart. She broke my heart, and then there's nothing left. I guess the best of me is she already got the best of me. You get the rest of me, she got the best of me. Does that sound familiar? Well, I ended up in a neon church. Yeah, neon church. And the angels' wings are all on fire. All the angels, the wings are on fire. And we all talk like this. Every one of us talks with it like a country drawl. Where are you all from? Well, America's gone country. I used to listen to that rock and roll stuff, but that's when I was a kid. I was raised on rock and roll, but I'm a country boy now. Oh, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. You know, get her done, they call it. Get her done. Rock and roll wasn't cutting it. There's not enough heart and soul in rock and roll. I want to be able to talk slow and no. Slow and no. That way I'm not questioning nothing. I don't question anything. I question stuff, and that's dangerous. So I don't question nothing. Everything is written in the stone, written in the ethers. I'm in Mount Shasta. They write stuff in the ethers around here. Well, I got a cup of coffee here somewhere going on. Maybe I need a refill. Well, this live stream is going to end here soon because I got to get a refill of coffee, and I'm not going to be able to live stream. I'm not going to be able to live stream going over there and getting coffee because the camera's right here. Well, I got the live stream working the way I want. Every time I go on, I usually go about 20 minutes on a live stream. 45 minutes on some live. 45 minutes is the length of a good, actually 60 minutes, an hour is when I produce music, I usually go 60 minutes on my set. So if I'm doing a 60-minute set, when I'm laying down tracks, then I got an entire DVD, and that DVD can go on YouTube or wherever the hell I want to put it. So the live stream link has a lot to do with it. That way I have to minimize my editing, because I don't like to edit a lot. I like to keep everything pretty much original. And I think editing is just a lack of professional energy. You know, the more professional you are, the less editing you have to do. And that's the way I see it, and that's the way it's going to be. So, did you guys get that? I'm ending it up here, and I'll be back shortly. Oh, I want to tell you, shout out to Zane. Zane's my bro. He's on YouTube, of course, and if you want to get a hold of Zane, you can just search Zane Green, and you'll see. But I'm warning you, he's an outlaw. He's got a lot of, well, I don't know if you want to say controversial stuff going on, but he's not afraid to use the F-bomb every now and then, and he will use the F-bomb quite a bit. And he'll also do, he also likes to smoke a lot of weed, and so he's always smoking weed on his YouTube channel. And he's always got a lot of hot chicks hanging around, and so you're always going to see hot chicks in his video. And half of them are, they don't have clothes on or whatever, and or they're dressed minimally. And he goes down to the south of the border quite a bit. All of his videos are in Mexico. He's like a gringo down in Mexico. Everybody's trying to come here from Mexico, but he's going down there, and he loves it down there in Mexico. $2 for a fifth of tequila. He's doing good. Yeah, $2 for a fifth of tequila. He can get a gram of whatever he wants down there. Any kind of drug is down there. We got a whole pound down there for $50. Whole pound of weed for $50. So he likes it down there. Well, he's just over the border, and then out in the mountains in another town, like a ranching district. And so he goes between the ranching district and then the border towns. A lot of dirt roads. So, and sometimes he's hitchhiking or whatever. He doesn't have a whole lot of money, but he spends it on. He lives large, so he doesn't have a whole lot of money because he spends so much. He spends every penny he gets all the time. Yeah, and he's got some of the federales. They know him. What you doing, Gringo? What you doing, Gringo? What are you gonna do? Are you gonna stay here in Mexico, or are you gonna go back to America? You stay here in Mexico, Gringo. The federales gonna look at you more. You don't want the federales looking at you no more, Gringo. They're like, where is that Gringo here in Mexico doing? Is that Gringo just trying to hang out here in Mexico? We don't want no Gringo in Mexico all the time. So that's the way Zane works down there. He's always hanging out with the controversial people, and he's controversial, and somehow it works. Yeah, he's got a burro, and so he rides around on a burro sometimes. And and he goes prospecting, and they found him. They found a bunch of valuable minerals, and then they stole the valuable minerals from him when he was prospecting, and then they had to go back, and then they gave it back to him, and then they stole the mule, and then they got the mule back. So in Mexico, it's like they try to test you, you know, like this guy's gonna be scared, and is this gringo gonna be scared? Like, because they're all bandits down there. The cops are bandits. The people are bandits. They're all bandits down in Mexico, and they're always trying to, you know, you got to keep a $20 bill on you at all times, because if you got a $20 bill on you, you can always buy off the bandit. You know, you give them a $20 bill, and then they leave you alone. Yeah. Everybody's crooked down there, and they take $20 bills to leave you alone. And if you get a receipt for the $20 bill, even some places they give you a receipt for the $20 bill, and you show it to the next guy, and they say, "Oh, he already gave $20 today." Well, it's about $12 a night at a motel. Well, ten to $12 for one motel, and then another motel might be $20 a night. But you know, a nicer one is 20 a night. But you can get one for 10 a night too. Well, I'd be going to the beach a lot. If I'm going down to Mexico, I thought about going there, and if I do go down there, I'd like to go down to just past Ensenada on the Baja side, and yeah, the Baja. The Baja is the best part of Mexico. You don't want to go anywhere but Baja. Too much crime in the rest of Mexico. Well, Mexico City might not be that bad, but there's a lot of crime down in southern Mexico, and the beaches around Ensenada. Some of them are white. The white people own the beaches, and so they're pretty clean, and there's not a bunch of, you know, bandits hanging out there. So and they let you park your RV there. So you just take an RV down and park it on the beach. You know, big deal. They're going to leave you alone, especially if you got a pit bull or some sort of dog with you. Oh, that's another thing. If you go down to Mexico, it's okay to bring your dog. They don't ask for papers on your dog when you're in Mexico. People think, oh, you can't bring your dog to Mexico. That's a bunch of malarkey. You can bring your dog into Mexico. They don't say nothing. They don't say nothing. Yeah. Just walk across the border. Drive across the border. They don't ask for paperwork. Anyway, I said I was going to wrap it up, and I'm going to wrap it up. I'll catch every other YouTubers. I'll catch all the YouTubers and everyone else, which is well, on the road to becoming a YouTuber. You know, a YouTuber wannabe. So yeah, all you YouTubers and YouTuber wannabes, have a good afternoon or evening or morning, wherever the hell you are. Adios, amigos.